companies are like Orchid. I know you have not asked for Orchid. Orchid had a strong API division. They sold some of it to the American company. Because I can't compete in the market. I don't want to compete. I find it is so. It's just sell it off. It's also done by the strategic business decisions, not because of the necessarily greed. So it is convenient for me to sell high off a part of my company and use the money to let the other part of the company prosper, etc. That was what is done with Orchid. Work hard. If you go through the letters sent by US FDA, it's all there, the US FDA website. Anybody can access. That's another thing, a nice thing. We should learn some of these positive things. Our fellows send letters, we can't access many of the letters. We don't know who was punished, we don't know. So there were enough, again it was clearly pointed out. And they were trying to hide data, hide this thing. As an inspector which I come, for a company approved US FDA, and I am a US FDA inspector, you are trying to hide me, I am asking you questions politely, you are not hiding me. What is my impression? But even then, I think they should have been suspended. But even then they said these things can be rectified. They have sent the letter. This can be rectified. And if you don't know how to rectify it, we can consult these following people. And then we'll again come and inspect and approve it. I think they have been reasonable. I mean, I'm not, much as I would like to think it is a US conspiracy, it is not. So.
Is there a critical crimes law in India?
Of course. The law is not, law is still in making, but yes, all clinical trials have to obey Schedule Y of Drugs and Cosmetics Act. But the law, a lot of amendments have been done in the last 6 months, and a lot of litigation is there, so the case law is still in making, but we are getting there, but it's not sufficient. I don't know whether I'm sorry, this is not a little heavy, but first time, second time, third time is always heavy, but these are very important. Patents are very important for pricing, for access to medicine. And since you're lawyers, it's very important that you study the patents laws because it will affect your country. And Indian patent laws are considered a model, especially Section 3D and our compulsory license laws. Very considered a model, and I think if you are advising your governments or you're lobbying in the governments, I think you should take this, buy a copy of this and go back. Or indeed, it's available in the web. So, the entire law is available. So I think this is very important. Section 3 is very important. So that this is one thing as an Indian I can be proud of. So, yeah.
So, would anyone of you like to come and say what you want to do when you go back on these presentations that have been made, whatever learning has happened since the morning? The floor is open.